All right, continuing with our figure now. Now, you're probably wondering, what in the world has he done to his carving? And I got to looking at my carving the other day, and I noticed that the head, when I drew it, I didn't draw it far enough really for the nose and everything like that. So what I did, I realized that if I had to bring my nose back, it's going to make the face real flat and stuff, and I really didn't want it to look like that. So what I did is I just glued a little piece onto the carving that will help me extend my nose without without bothering with the face and everything like that. A lot of you probably saying, well, isn't that cheating? Well, if it is, well, okay, if it's cheating, that's cheating. But how many times have you added, when I add a gun, I'll carve it separate or something like that. I just didn't really come out far enough on my face, I realized. And so I just added a little piece, I glued a little piece of wood on just so I could extend for the nose. No, it's not cheating. Let us all understand something, okay? Carving is fun. And if we make a mistake, we can cover that mistake sometimes. But to start over on the piece, I would not do that. There's no need to start over. It's like when if you break a leg, you can make them a peg leg. You can do something else to it. In other words, I've broken shoes before. I've broken feet. I've turned around and done something with that. In other words, the problem is let's not take carving so serious that that we can't, well, this is not perfect and things like that. So all I did, and maybe we're gonna like this, probably the first time I've ever done this, I glued a little piece onto here. There's been many a times where maybe my hand had broken or something, and I'll glue a little piece on there where I can do my hand, in other words, and join it together. It's not an unusual thing to do. So, because we're fixing to get on to the face here, work with the face, and all I did was glue a little piece on there so that I could not disturb this part with the hand, with the nose. So that's all. That's all I did. So, folks, let me tell you something. Have a good time. And if you can hide things, hide things. If you don't, if things are not, we're not perfect people and all that stuff. So a lot of you are going to see that, in other words. Now, all I do is I just glue that piece on there. And I'm going to bring that down just like that. Okay? And down like this. And I'm going to cut back on it. See all I did? And we'll cut on that there. And cut on that there. There we go. Now, of course, that's too big of a nose, and that will come down immensely. I just put a big piece of wood there. Okay. Looks like a duck, don't it? Boy. And that just, all that does is it's just, now watch, when it gets through, it's going to look like part of her nose. It's going to look like what I want it to be. Okay? And it's too long, so we're gonna kind of bring that down up in here. Now look at that, see? Of course, we're gonna have to make it smaller as we use it. And because we're going to put a little, folks, let me tell you something. Whatever you can do You know, don't be afraid to do it. When they get painted and everything like that. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. We'll go ahead, move this around a little bit. Now let's come up to let's come in a little bit in here. Bring that down. All right, now we got what we have is a scarf that goes around her head and comes up just like that. And we'll come down a little bit more with the nose. So let's go ahead and make our scarf. It comes around the head here. Just like that. Now we want to go ahead and we're going to make an ear. Right underneath the scarf here, but we're not going to make a full ear. We're going to just kind of come down and do this. I'll tell you what, this is how we do it. Let's just go ahead and from this point down, let's just sort of draw us a, from that point down, there we go. Just draw us a line right here, and we can make our ears, okay? I'm going to cut here. We'll bring that face in. There we go. And we're going to cut here. And bring that face down. There we go. Okay, of course that nose is going to have to come down. There we go. All right, and then we just kind of there we go. All right, now then we take and we sort of bring the ear down from here. And from over here, same thing. We bring the ear down from there. Cut from the outside of the ear, where we make it kind of look like it's the ear is up underneath the thing. Just like that, see? Okay. Get a little bit more roundness to our face. And let's bring this down back here. Get that nose down. See, we brought that nose down pretty far. Okay, from the nose. Oh, my time's up. Time's up. So we will continue with the facial features and stuff when we get back. Okay.